This is a fresh start for the gaming channel. At least in my opinion it is. Head over to greenmangaming.com so we can get this started off right. Because you guys have been going to the site, yes, that much is true. You haven't been buying anything, and like, you have to buy something for us to actually benefit. Head down to the description below. Hello, audience! Today here. So, I realized that we were gone last week. Various things that had to be dealt with, and reconfiguring how the channel is gonna work, and figuring out where I want to go with the channel. But I'm back, and somehow I have managed to avoid all the spoilers for Doki Doki Literature Club. Somehow. So, to ensure that I'm able to keep up the charade, well, to ensure that I'm able to go into it blind, I'm gonna play it now. I'm gonna play Bomber Crew later today, but, yeah, well, already, right off the bat, I'm getting red flags when it said that, don't play this game if you have chronic depression, and stuff like that, so... Okay, here we go. Ah, but it sounds so happy. That's suitable for children. Like every visual novel, you mean? Here it is. I was looking for the volume. Okay. I need to, what? Is that as big as it gets? Okay, fine. Please enter your name. Since we went with it during the last visual novel, we'll go with Hunter. Oh, they're not gonna ask me for the last name? Not Retina. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arm in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention that I've drawn her herself. This girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Cause she would really sleep in. Like, I'd be late for school, start missing out on lunch period, because we're that late. And eventually got to the point where I'm missing dinner. Even start to wonder if she's even alive. Ooh, especially good coffee today. Wow. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. That's my impression of her. I overslept again! Yeah. We just went over a huge backstory about that. But I caught you this time. Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say it like you were thinking about ignoring me. Because I wasn't. That's mean, Hunter. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. Oh, you're fine with that. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so there's nothing romantic going on between us. Okay, strictly platonic relationship. Got it. Established. Moving on. But you did wait for me. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to, even if you want to. Well, whatever you say, Sayori. Whatever you say. What the hell is going on over here? You got like a parking lot, but it's like raised up by this wall. Is that a wall? Wait, no, it's not a wall. This see, there's like the driveway here, and another driveway. And why is there grass? Why is grass? What is this? We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. That's an interesting way of saying it, speckled. Okay. By the way, Hunter, have you decided on a club to join yet? Oh. Is there a coffee club? Because so help me God, if there's a coffee club, I will join it in an instant. Oh my God. Or if there's a Pop-Tart club. Call back. A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. Going home club for life, my friends. Yes, I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. I didn't say that. I never said that. I never fucking said... Did I say that? Greg, did I say that? Greg, you're an asshole. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. I like this. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content with just getting on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yep. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn to socialize or any skills before college. Who says I'm going to college? My YouTube channel is blowing up. Like, I'm going to college. Please help me. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? Oh, really? How long have we been here? We're still on this opening shot. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Who says I'm not used to the real world? I have to put up with it every day. Government shutdowns and whatnot. Trump saying something stupid, like babies only being allowed in the womb for 9 months. I mean, how is he gonna enforce that? How is he gonna enforce that? Someone tell me how he's gonna enforce that. Is it just gonna be a police officer standing in the delivery room with a pair of teeny tiny handcuffs? Tell me how this is going to work, Sayori! You trust me, right? Well, I don't know yet. Don't make me keep worrying about you. I will make you worry so so much. It's a vest, or what? What's with our school uniform? All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yeah, What do I know? You have to say it the way the Japanese say it. Yay! It's more akin to how Mei says it from Overwatch, but whatever. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? My voice almost went Bane right there. Oh, Batman. See, the best way to do a Bane voice, you get a cup of any type. You put it up to your mouth, and then you just talk like a British person. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Yeah, I'd be worried too. I mean, just look at those tiny hands. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to easily mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of my head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. That's a fucking lie. School goes on forever. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. And finding none, thus, the episode ends. Clubs. Clubs? Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Yeah, boy! Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Alone at last. Love the bow. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Okay. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, for a second there, I thought you went cross-eyed. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori, yeah. There is no way I'm going to your club. Hey, meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. You could say it's very Doki Doki. Wasn't there an anime Doki Doki Panic? No, I think that was a Danganronpa thing. Fuck, what was the Doki Doki Panic? Okay, what the hell was I thinking? Doki Doki Panic was like the alternative version of Super Mario Bros. 2. I'm going crazy. And this game hasn't even gotten disturbing yet. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Unless we're reading Spice Wolf. It's about the only light novel that I'm into right now. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Natsuki? We talk about the Natsuki that I have in Starbound, or... Does anyone remember our Starbound videos with Natsuki? No one remember her? God, I hope someone remembers Natsuki. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or she's cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out alongside. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I wouldn't go that far, but okay. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. How old are you? Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Hunter, what a nice surprise. I take it I know you? Because I clearly don't. Welcome to the club. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. You know, it just occurred to me I haven't seen a single guy yet. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. You're kind of flat. There, I said something. Sorry. Natsuki. Pimph. The girl with the sour attitude who's... I keep right-clicking, I don't know why. Right-clicking doesn't do anything, it just does that. You right-click again to bring it back. Girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. I keep doing it again. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Hunter. I don't remember you. This is one of those situations where I walk into the room and they're like, "Hey, Hunter," and I'm like, "Hey, you don't remember my name, do you?" No, it starts with M. It's Mickey? No, it's not Mickey. It's Miranda? You get one more. Mitchell? Oh, let's say you're a Mitchell. It's Monica. It's Monica, you fucking idiot. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Decent figure. Hello, new wife. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. I'm not good at talking to people. As someone who didn't talk to people at school with extremely overwhelming social anxiety, hashtag growing up shy. Come sit down, Hunter. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? Can we do all this at school? Fuck it, if they can do it in K-On, they can do it here. I have a few desks arranged to form a table. I noticed the timeout chair over in the closet. Is that what happens when the other members of the club are just like, go to the calm down corner? As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? That's what it sounds like when they add too many A's. Ta-da! It's short for da-da-da-da. Oh, whoa, whoa. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. You're putting a lot of effort into these cupcakes and, like, you know. I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Oh, she's not. They're terrible. They may look good, but they're probably terrible. Heh. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Do it. Now, eat my fucking cupcake. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Is it? Is it really? Sayori talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. From what I can see. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Meanwhile, frickin' what's-her-face over there on the right has just had her mouth open for the past 3 minutes, and she's just, why do I get the feeling that she's just staring at me like, You've heard the rumors about this game. You have no idea what's coming, do you? And I'm just staring back at her with my eyes like, yeah, no, I have no idea. Natsuki is quiet, despite the fact that she too is hanging her mouth open and just staring at me, but at a slightly less creepy angle. Hers is more of a look of concern, really. She's like, get out! Get out while you still can! I can't help but notice her sneaky glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. You know what else is good? So is this coffee. You want some coffee, Natsuki? Coffee? It's mocha flavored. That's good mocha. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like it... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for... You know, you idiot. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't fucking question it. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. So would you like green or chamomile? After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I'd like some more coffee.
I'd like some more coffee.
I mean, I guess. Fuck tea. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. Oh, is that so? It's like fucking Rick from Rick and Morty. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I mean, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was dragged here against my will. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Oh, is that what you call it? It's my nervous laugh. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be... You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Ahaha! Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around major clubs. Well, I can't stand politics in general, so I guess that's something we agree on. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Monica, too soon with the budget thing. We're still in the middle of a government shutdown. Good Lord. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy to make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. There are 4 girls in this room and the screen can only handle 3. This is a recipe for disaster. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. I don't know what's up with me today. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting on all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. That's what are you trying to teach me how to do YouTube? But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. Yeah, what does this club do for the festival anyway? We can't just like leave a bunch of books out and be like, now read the books. I'm confident that we could all really grow this club before we graduate, right everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Oh god, okay. The screen was able to fit all 4 onto the screen at one time. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these 3. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining, though I'm still not... I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Hunter, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Yes, you could put it that way. You could definitely put it that way. The last quote-unquote book I read was Fallout Equestria Project Horizons. If we're talking like actual literature, like someone actually broke down and published, that would be Spice Wolf. Well, that we can agree. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke with him without thinking to see Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. I swear to God, if she says Shakespeare, I'm gonna walk right out that door right now. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Okay, so not Shakespeare. Good. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Why do I get the feeling she reads a lot of pony fan fiction? Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. And hey, there's the Japanese version of MLP. It could happen. She seems so reserved and timid since that moment I walked in, but it's obvious that by the way her eyes light up to the finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Oh my God, I ran out of breath on that one. But you know, I like a lot of things, like Windex. Why'd my mind automatically go to Windex? Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh. Good. Great. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that, but if a story makes me think... oh my God. Or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful in changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Natsuki, you've said Natsuki, thank you, you're my savior. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give me that back! That was part of... That wasn't for your eyes. Fine. Hey, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Yes, good. I'm not cute! She kind of is. Natsuki, you write your own poems? I guess, sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Okay, end of story. Natsuki averts her eyes. Look away! You wouldn't like them. They're about... alpacas. Natsuki, I love alpacas. I say alpacas, I meant llamas. Basically the same thing. I say llamas, I meant Halo. I'm partial. God damn it! And not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. I'm start getting a pen, start writing these down. I need advice for writing Black Sky, because apparently I'm writing that myself now. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I'm tripping over these. God damn it. ... I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Alright, stop the presses. Monica has an idea. Question mark. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. That is exactly what I was afraid you were going to say, Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of my own! Of our own. Why do I say my? Oh, this is gonna be terrible, isn't it? You know what else is gonna be terrible? That thing you just suggested. The next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. I have a better idea. Let's never talk about poems ever again. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Yeah, you just keep telling yourself that, Monica. Isn't that right, Hunter? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Damn it! Now if I leave, I'll feel bad. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Tor. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Even though I have zero interest in literature, and I have no desire to stay here whatsoever. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Why one by one? Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me there for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Why, you're just gonna say it like it is, aren't you? Then that makes it official. Why do you say it from that angle? Welcome to the literature club. Great, where's my application form? Do I have to fill out an application form? They're like, what is your name? Where do you live? What do you like to eat? What is your blood type? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment. Write a poem and write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Hunter, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Why did I just get reminded of someone who tries to write a poem in emojis? Like, how would that even rhyme? I mean, I guess you could write a haiku. So how would that work? Some people never mind. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up the food. Hey Hunter, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! And we're back here. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. And with their powers combined, they become Captain Planet! And me, Heart! Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. All right, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Maybe I could just find one off the internet. Like for you folks at home, here's a pro tip. If you ever have a school assignment where you need to write a poem, look up poems on Google, then go to like the 15th page of a Google search. Use whatever's on that page. No one's gonna dig that deep. If you think that they will, dig deeper. Okay. It's time to write a poem. What? Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Let's see. Well, alright, let's think about this. We have mouse, rain, cloud, scars, disarray, fickle, bed, music, effulgent, which I don't know what that means, so we're gonna avoid that, family, and games. Well, tell you what, we'll make a poem about the government, so obviously we start with disarray. We're going to the anxiety. Anxiety would probably be, the best word to go with. Imagination. Infallible. I feel that this spot is just reserved for the big words that I need to have my Echo Dot look up. How about infinite? Infinite despair. Incongruent. Interesting word. Analysis. We have. Let's go with incongruent. Starscape. Frightening. Spinning. Dark. Oh, it sucks. Let's go with sucks. Just for the hell of it. We have 20 of these to go through. For God's sake. Melancholy. Graveyard. Pain. Crawling in my skin. Hey, she's into it. How about, dance. Oh, she's super into it. Okay. Passion. Where are you going? Don't leave. How about hope? There might be hope at the end of this tunnel. See, these two are not into it. Alright. How about, let's try something. Existence. Oh, she's into it. Okay. Agonizing. Oh, you like pain! Oh, good. Memories. Meager. Unrestrained. Ribbon. Oh. You're into ribbon. Okay. Fireflies. Hey! Good to know you're into fireflies. Misery. Why did you jump up and down for that? Despise. Yes. The poem's about, kind of forgot that the poem was about the government for a second. Shame. Why did you contamination? Alright, we're getting into some interesting words here. Suicide. Again, crawling in my skin. Suicide, contamination, eternity. Email. The email scandal. Where's the fourth girl? I think were there always these three? I think they. Do they move around depending on what word no, I think that, yeah, it's just random. Time. And, tell you what, parfait. There. I think I distributed it relatively equally. Hi again, Hunter. Oh, hey! You don't remember my name, do you? No, I remember it! We saw each other yesterday, you bastard. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha! Okay. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Hunter. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. I had to drag myself here today. Oh god, I'm crawling in my skin. That's not gonna be the credit music, I swear. Gotta be something different. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slacks. I already told you you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Well, based on the rumors I've heard about this game, yeah, I'm sure. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Well, the first syllable is pretty much the same. Monica, manga, or manga. Who the fuck calls it manga? Manga is literature! It's a remarkable and great thing that was given to the human race! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Hunter's always gives his best as long as he's having fun. What do you said guys? I'm the only one here, Sayori. He helps me with busy work without even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. He'll do anything, go anywhere, blow up the walls, Red Faction. God, I hate that fucking game. Armageddon! I hate Armageddon. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. What? I think we need to hear about this backstory. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Hunter can become good friends too? I don't know. I'm not really into girls who haven't cut their hair in 15 years. Sayori... As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want it to be. Alright? Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. What's the title? It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. If we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Oh, you're too tired to read? What do you think people do before bed? They climb into bed with a good book and they read it until they feel tired enough to go to bed. You're never too tired to read. That's the thing. What the hell? What have you been doing all day? How much sleep did you get last night? Where's your coffee? That's the better question. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what the literature club is about. I think the year just started. You're already talking about the fucking festival? Okay. Problem is, the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. It's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing them, showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to see her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. We made sure of that. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. ... Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Pink. A lot of pink. Yeah! She's so close to my face I can see the pixels! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. We have a napping club? No one told me. Does your school have a napping club? Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. The weekends... Sayori, the weekends are just motivation for you to sleep in more. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. Why is it a secret? I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. The classic anime thing where someone tries to put up an argument, and then someone says something really convincing in response, and the other character goes, Happens all the time. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You are clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Where? Like there, and there. That's the only spots I could even consider the hair sticking out. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need to brush this. My hair it's just really hard to get right. It's like it's a rat's nest. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. No one's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Oh ho ho! So she is single. Hey, it happened again. She went, eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Heh. This is so funny. Great, mind getting your face out of my face? What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Oh, now I'm on the other side of the spectrum! Don't say that! You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid! It's okay, though. I'm happy when we're like this. Oh? Really? Okay. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Okay, we're just gonna casually talk about that. Cool. I mean, I'm not complaining. Don't say that out loud. There's a lot of ahehas. Anyway, you look so much better now. Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ooh, it's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Okay. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. Okay, so if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. Shit, she's right. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things! I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on getting to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Were we supposed to do something with poems? Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Just said that. Yay! Hunter, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori trots away to retrieve her poem. Why did I say relieve? I thought she was going to the bathroom for a second. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah! Pulls out a piece of tissue paper, starts scribbling something down. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poem. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I share the poem with first? It's a visual novel. If you want to see all your options, save often! Alright, so... I guess... Since... Sayori was jumping up and down the most... We'll go with her. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. ... Oh my goodness. This is so good, Hunter. I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Ha 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 ha! What the hell's wrong with you? Jeez, I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So, when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Hunter poem! That is not becoming a thing. And that makes me feel extra special. It's still not becoming a thing. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. So weird. That's like her catchphrase at this point. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Just that you wrote one. God damn. Bottled water. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Hunter. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Rub the sleepy from my eyes? What? Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. Why is it a secret? If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast! Okay. Sayori, this is just a guess, but... Did you wait until morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean! I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Great. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Stop saying that! This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah, but next time I won't forget. and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Who should I share my poem with next? Okay, I guess we're going down the whole damn list. Guess we'll go with Yuri. ... Yuri stares at the poem. The words I wrote down on my flimsy piece of paper stare back at her. My poor grammar skills become known to her. Chicken Nugger stares at her from the page. She doesn't understand. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I need to put my thoughts into words. How do I say this? It's crap. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? Sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that she's it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. So what, you're an expert? And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. That's oddly profound. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly as if this is a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Oh God damn it! Okay, she wrote this in cursive. Kinda. Alright. Let's see. Ghost under the lights. The tendrils of my hair illuminates beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street life to have withstood the test of time. The last, yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Did you write a fucking poem about a street lamp? ... I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you so long to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? What the heck is hoo-hoo? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. There's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. I can't wait. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Oh, are you? Okay. Natsuki, what do you got? Blink! Natsuki, what do you got? ... question mark. ... well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt, ... Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. ... Sigh ... Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Oh, what the hell is this? Shit, fucking Natsuki, she didn't even fucking try. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about well, yeah, that is about all they can do. Yeah, ... I told you that you weren't gonna like it. What are you talking about? It's fucking hilarious. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well... line. Because... everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. ... So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style would make your message wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. ... So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I'm surprised that I'm actually holding a conversation with you. Like a decent conversation. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Yeah, no, you're right. So you did, ... I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect it from the youngest one here, did you? Ha ha ha! Yeah, ... guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright. Monica. Let's see. Hi, Hunter. Hi, Monica. But we're all sitting around the same table. I don't know why we're saying hi. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything... Oh boy, here we go. If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Yeah! We just follow the crowd! Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha. Don't worry, Hunter. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. No, I fucking won't, you bitch. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. What did she say? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Okay. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. That way, the way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feeling to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. I've been doing Matt's mind for 8 years. Everyone else might be 7. It's only been 7. We haven't hit the 8-year mark. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most, so don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ahaha! Ahaha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh god, yours has a scroll bar. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that's... The direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. Oh, it doesn't go down that far. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Okay. So, what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Ahaha! It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. I don't know why she turned into a bad actor there. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Okay, sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Okay. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. This is why Black Sky never gets done. Thanks for listening. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is... cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really doesn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Hunter did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, come across something blah, 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 blah. Nice going, Yuri. Which I haven't yet! And Hunter liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Why'd the music stop? Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Hunter appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours, huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No! If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh! Is everyone okay? No, clearly not. Clearly everyone is not okay. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it off here, mainly because I think this video has been going on for over an hour. That's Doki Doki Literature Club. Don't worry, it'll be back next week. To everyone's greatest dismay. Thanks for watching, guys! And I'll see you in the next video. I'm gonna save this. I have 9 pages of saves here. Jesus H. Christ.